I have no idea if this works. So maybe somebody can let me know that it actually worked. Good morning, Julie, Thomas, Bill, good son, JW, Mike. How are you guys doing? Hey, this is Rick. Today's date is September 10th, 2024, and we are up and running here. For the first time ever, I'm trying to do a live YouTube as well as talk in the room here. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, so we'll see, right? We'll see. So let's take a look at the market real quick. The market here. Let's move over here. There we go. So we're getting a little bit of a move this morning off of yesterday's little Hiromi candle in here. The thing of it is, it just hasn't done enough in my book. And in my book, what I'm going to need to see are those red dots turn green. So we're going to need to see price over those. The best way I like to look at the chart is, let's see, put this in real time, I guess. There we go. Now we have it. Is I want to see this is just a cleaner chart here. I want to see those red dots turn green. If we come over here and look at it, see how we have those red dots here? We want them to turn green. And we want more than just one or two. We want 3 or 4 of them to prove that we have a trend. And this is for any chart. Whoops, no chart. Let's do this right here. Sorry about that, Bill. I forgot to turn the chart on in the room. There we go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. So, what we want is 3 or 4 of these red green dots to start, because what we're going to wait for is a pullback, a rest. And it doesn't matter whether we're looking at the SPY, the diamonds, or Apple, or Nvidia, or a firm, or anything like that. It's the same thing. We want a little trend to get started, and then we want a little pullback. The little trend we want is, excuse me, is that momentum. And I define momentum is, let's get this, is price, try this differently, price above the T line and the T line above the trend indicator. That's bullish momentum to me. That's how I search for charts. If I want a trending chart with bullish momentum, that's how I search for it. If I want a bearish chart, the way I search for it is I want price below the trend indicator and trend indicator below the T line. So to me, that sets it up for the bearish side. And then this over here might set it up for the bullish side. You can see right here, this is all the bullish side. Okay. Let's go look at the diamonds real quick. And the diamonds, they're trying to hang on the best they can. They're trying to hang on. You can see that price currently at this moment is over the T line, and the T line is over the trend indicator. So they're barely hanging on. Price did drop below the trend indicator yesterday, but it wasn't enough to bring the T line down. So I say diamonds are hanging on here. IWM giving us a different view, more of the bearish view, in a longer term bullish chart, in my opinion. Here's price. We're below the T line. T line is below the trend indicator. And I think everybody would agree that what a cool, simple way to find a trending chart. And then it's about using the candlesticks and the chart pattern setup for your entry and profit taking as it moves in your direction. Okay. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Not that one here. Let's take a look at, what do I have flat? Oh, game. Let's take a look at game here. So I'm going to run back over here. There we go. Let's look at game. And you can see right here that price is above the T line. The T line is above the trend indicator. So already this has that bullish momentum set up in it. We're coming from what I would call flat trading down here, just flat, building a bottom. We could also put a line right in here, and you could make the argument that you've got that low, high, higher low. That works out. And then we rally to a higher high. Then we come back to a higher low. And now we've gone to a higher high. Overall, the chart's doing a pretty darn good chart. Good job. This one's we looked at yesterday, and I'm going to raise the stop area up a little bit because yesterday it was down a little bit. I'm going to raise that up. So this is still in buy territory, but each individual needs to make that choice. You know, have enough trading under your belt to say, okay, I'm willing to buy this now, and make sure you understand the downside problems that you could have. The biggest downside problem probably is if you buy it and it moves down like that. Just a second, we can actually, what percentage would that be? Say you will buy it right here and it moves in here. We'll split the difference. That's a 7.6% risk in there. So that might not be where you want to buy it, or two, where you want to put your stop. Okay. So you might have to make adjustments on here. How I set my chart up, how Devendra or Good Son sets their chart up might be completely different than way you do. So make sure you understand. And if you don't understand, please come on in the trading room and let's see what we can do to help. Okay, please do that. Let's see here. All right. Another one, let's go look at this. This is a chart that's on the watch list for today. Look at PFE. Now we bought some PFE yesterday, and that may have been a little high for a normal buy. So, you know, everybody's got to decide what they want to do. One of the conversations that we had yesterday was about crushing the entry. And I think a lot of people really focus and work very, very hard on crushing the entry, and you think the whole trade is over after that. And it's not. You don't have to crush the entry. And so by buying it yesterday, and I bought it near the high up here, I certainly did not crush that entry. But then again, that's not what's going to make me money. What's going to make me money is when this thing starts moving up. That's what makes you money. All right. That's what makes you the money. So I'm willing to get into this. Two things I took in consideration. Well, what if I don't buy this and it just starts taking off? Well, doggone it, right? We've all done that. Or what if I buy it and then it just starts doing this? Well, doggone it. Well, trading is about risk. So let's just get over that, okay? You can't worry about stuff like that. So here's what I decided to do, to buy a very, very small amount with the idea that if it pulls back and sets up, I can buy more. If it starts to break out, I can buy more. So I'm going to manage that trade. That's part of management, trade management. And now the next target which I'm going to have to put another target in here. I can't. We're missing one. We're missing a couple, actually. There we go. Let's look at this $30.10 here for the first target. And then we'll just work with this, whatever that is, 31.30 up there as the next target. The 50% retracement is way up here. And let's go to the weekly. And what I'm doing is taking from this grouping of candlesticks right here. It just starts over here. Just the line is, but it's all about this April 14th area down to the low. And that gives me my quadrant lines in my 50% area. So there's no doubt that this is going to have pullbacks. The option I took was a longer term option. So I have time to work with it here. A lot of time to work with it. So anyway, that's a trade we're looking at here. I want to point out that gold is setting up. GLD is setting up. A couple of things when I look at a chart. I love to see this magenta line moving up. And all members, you know that is simply the linear regression line that I use of a moving average. So here we are up, and here's price is rallied up, pulled back to where we can buy it. It's in buy area. What we would call this is a PBO, a pullback opportunity. So then you can start deciding whether this is a buy for you or not, based on candlesticks, maybe based on the trend. Um, Yesterday, we had a conversation using RSI. If you use RSI, maybe that is your trigger when a chart is set up however you might like it. Maybe your RSI is a trigger, or where your MACD is, or some whatever tools you use to trade. Okay, so GLD here is setting up. EPEV, EPPEV. Whoop, that is not it. EPEV. Nope. I must have wrote it down wrong. Oh, wait. We'll worry about that later. All right. It can't be AAI. Huh. Well, back to the SPY, I guess, right? So we never looked at the Qs, did we? The Qs are sitting right on the 50% retracement, and they still need to move up. One thing I want to show you is, let's look at that 60-minute chart. And if you look at the 60-minute chart, we barely, and I mean barely, here, let's turn the real time off, okay? There we go. That makes for a more honest chart. If you look at the 60-minute chart, barely is not even in the picture now. We do not have a 60-minute momentum trend yet. Price is not above the trend indicator. The T line is not above the trend indicator, and the trend indicator is still green. So this is where we want to be very, very cautious jumping into things early. Now, on the other hand, and whether you're looking at a chart or this right here, moving up, as we move up, this is price. You'll see the trend indicator start to turn green. The T line will start to move up over the trend indicator, and bada boom, bada bing, you've got yourself a little momentum trend on the 60-minute. And here's what's happened. Well, here's what'll happen. You'll get some momentum, and then what will happen is it will dip. They always do. You know, it could go up a little bit more, and then it'll dip. Well, that's what we call a PBO, pullback opportunity. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. If you look at this way back over here, look at that. Look how many places can we see? This actually might be hard for you to see. Sorry, I'll try to. See how we moved up? And here we actually sat down for 2 days, moved up again. Well, right in here, see how we consolidated? Look how we moved up and consolidated, moved up and consolidated, moved up. Look at that consolidation, move up, consolidation, move up, consolidation. So you don't have to buy them down here. And what happens if you buy down here too many times, sooner or later, and more times than not, it's not going to be real, and it's going to turn over. Okay. It'll turn over on you. Anyway, trade wise, trade smart, trade quality. You do not have to trade every single trade. Trade your own trade, understand your trade, and we'll see you here in the trading room. Okay. All right. You guys all take care. I'm going to sneak out of here. We'll see everybody back at the bottom of the hour when the market opens up. All right. Thanks a bunch. Okay. So a whole lot went wrong here, to tell you the truth. I did not click the record on the button. A whole lot of things went wrong. I have no idea if it's working over here on YouTube. So, all right, this was a mess. In stream.